Are you trying to build a channel, stay in your creative groove, and not lose yourself in the process of all the madness and everything that's there to learn? Well, hang tight, because I have some helpful tips to share with you that I've learned building my channel. Welcome to Hallie's Creations. I'm Hallie, and I have two different channels going on right now. I do. I started my first one back in 2020 when we had COVID hit, and a lot of you that follow me know this. And what I did is I started off on Facebook, and then I pivoted off into YouTube. And here's why. The inconsistencies that I found on Facebook, as far as the payouts and the demands and all that stuff, kind of made it a little confusing and disheartening at times. For a while there, I did reels and I made a little bit of money, and that was nice. It paid for my laptop, part of it. But with YouTube, what I want to encourage you is it's consistent. They're straight up. They tell you exactly what they require out of you, which is a lot. But it's consistent, and I haven't really had issues with YouTube. So that's where I have my main thrust as far as where I share, and I know that when I upload things, they're going to be there for years to come. I'm pretty sure. And that was part of the reason why I started my YouTube channel. So one YouTube channel is Hallie's Creations, where I jump on there and I get into sharing my art, my crafts, DIY, things of that nature. The other channel I have is called Real Talk with Hallie, and keeping it simple and keeping it real. And the reason I do that is because it's easy to find that way, and it was my grandmother's name, so I kind of honor my grandmother that way. It's my name too, but I'm named after my grandmother. But getting back to the content creator side of things, what I want to encourage you to do is they always say, find your niche, da 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 da. This is what works for me, and I'm close to being monetized. I do need to get the hours in on shorts and such, because I really didn't focus on that from the get-go. I focused more on using shorts as an advertising tool. I did go to college, and one of the things I was majored in was advertising the arts and business. So I kind of have fun playing with that. So my shorts I use to advertise my videos, and I want to encourage you to do that. And here's why. Number one, YouTube requires X amount of time, hours of views on shorts in order to be monetized. And you can look that all up to see exactly what the requirements are. I believe it's like 500 subscribers, and then so many hours and uploads, and then on those shorts you need about 3 million views. Which actually, when you think about it, if you're getting good hits on your shorts, that's not going to be that hard to do. But if you're not doing shorts continuously, consistently, then you're not going to be building that up, because it's within that 365 days, within a year, within that time period, and then you're back to square one again. So one of the things I wanted to encourage you to do is to jump on there, and this is going to be a little long just because I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm probably going to chop it up a little bit, and then I'm going to pull shorts out of it. But on the content creator side of it, where I'm making my Hallie's Creations, where I do the painting and I do the tutorials to show you how, I just kind of have you follow along with me and just keep it really easy. Don't lose your joy when you're doing your content creating. This is what I mean by this. You can get so caught into trying to keep that schedule to keep your uploads, and then it just rips off your joy because it turns into a job. And when you start seeing that your content creating, unless this is what you're working for, then of course that's different. But if you want to do it as something to relax and enjoy and then watch it grow and to connect with people, don't let it rob you trying to stay in those schedules and time strange and all that stuff. There's a lot of content creators out there that's going to tell you that this is what you need to do. You need to do constant uploads. You need to do this. You need to do that. I'm here to tell you, just from my experience, that if you are consistent with your materials and you don't let the uploading process and everything kind of suck the joy out of it. And here's what I mean by this. As an artist, I'm going to talk to you as an artist. As an artist, and if you're listening to this, you're probably an artist. We have weird, funky vibes as far as creative moods. So to be working on a schedule just sucks the life out of it. And it robs you of your joy. You need to be able to go out into your studio or into your work area and create something and make something. Don't feel like you have to film it all the time. Here's why. Because sometimes you're going to just want to be, and you're going to want to get into the zone. And don't beat yourself up if you, oh my gosh, I should have videotaped that. Because you know what you can do? You can videotape pictures of before and after, whatever. Clip that together. There's all kinds of cool templates on CapCut that you can grab the template and just insert pictures, and it pops them out. And if you look at my channel, you'll see where I do that on my shorts. That's still content that you're creating, so you didn't miss the mark. You didn't miss the opportunity to share something with your viewers and your followers. Don't feel like you have to film all the time. I fell into that, and it got to the point to where I felt like, oh my goodness, you know, I can't make anything without just the joy of making it. And you need to be able to have that, because content creating is a part of artwork. If you're doing the whole shebang, like how I do the whole shebang. I don't have anyone editing or videotaping or anything for me. I do it all. So for me, that's part of the creative process. So that's a lot. And as I shared before, I have another channel that I use my creative channel to bounce off of my life lessons from a biblical perspective, Real Talk with Hallie channel. So with that in mind, keeping that in mind, know that you can take a picture or videotape part of the process and piece that together as a short or a small video and still share it with your followers. And they're going to love it. They're going to enjoy it. So don't get wrapped up that you have to have a video from point A to point Z. You can be creative and don't lose yourself in the process. I strongly encourage you, please don't lose yourself in the process. Okay, here's another thing. Numbers. Don't get caught up in the numbers. I have my Real Talk with Hallie channel. If you jump over there and you see my header, it says, if only for the one. And that is truly my heart for that channel. If God can use me to reach one person to help make life better, if only for the one, it's fine by me. Don't get caught up in the numbers. It's a new channel, so the numbers is small because it's new. But yeah, don't get caught up in your numbers, okay? Otherwise, it'll suck the life out of you. That's no fun. So that's what I wanted to jump on here, kind of share. Enjoy the process. Enjoy your art. Enjoy your creativity. What I do, what I've learned is I use simple editing program because I like to have fun with it. I wish it had more up to date and more of my style of stickers and stuff like that, but I make it work, and that's CapCut is what I use. But there's all kinds of different editing programs out there that you can use, and CapCut's free. If you want to pay for a year, I finally did because I used it so long that I finally just went ahead and paid for a year subscription. That way I can use it. I don't, I can have all the bells and whistles on it. It was only like $100. It wasn't that much. And I share it with my granddaughter as well because she does editing for me sometimes, but not really. Not really. Whenever I give her something to do, it doesn't happen. Don't rely on other people to do your content creating. They don't have the passion you do. But it is a great tool to pass down videos and such to your loved ones in the future if you're looking at that. YouTube is. Facebook just contacted me and shared with me that they're going to be removing videos, I believe in the next month or two, I think in June or July, to kind of give a content creator a heads up. If you have anything recorded, you need to download it now before you have it, because it won't be available on Facebook. And for me, that's kind of, what's the point? What's the point? So I have never received anything like that from YouTube. I've never been, told that my channel is going to be shut down, because I play by the rules. I really try to. Here's another thing, new content creators, you're going to get a lot of people catfishing and trying to hack your channel. Don't click it on anything in the comments that you don't recognize. You don't have to respond to everybody on everything. If it's weird, just move on. I actually have my comments set very strict, because I don't like to deal with the nonsense. If you want to reach out to me legitimately, you truly want to know information and stuff, then for sure I'm there for you. But the nonsense and things like that, I don't have time for. I just don't. So with that in mind, set your comment settings to protect you. Set your channel settings to protect you. Always upload what I do most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. What I do is I upload private, then I review it, edit it in the YouTube studio, and then from YouTube studio I'll put some soft music, copyright free, arbitration free, because I don't want to deal with that nonsense either. And you can go through and you can actually start and save music that you like for background music and such. So do that, and that way you have your library built. And you can also look at the volume waves to see if it's a real high pitch or low pitch. For background, you want low pitch, very mellow, and set those settings almost to 0. And that gives you a nice background soft sound when you're sharing your video and such. Another thing that I've learned over the time is with CapCut is I put inserts. So I do a lot of time I'll record and I'll mute out all the sound, and then I'll go back and I'll do an overlay, and I'll do a voice or an insert with me talking, and you'll see that on some of my videos, and that works quite well for me. I also do live once in a while, but for the most part I will go out, I will videotape whatever I'm working on. I'll do 2 or 3 different videotapes at one time, upload them into my CapCut individually, edit them, and then I will do a voice overlay with my mic. See my little mic here? My mic. I'll do a little voice overlay on that, and do that as an insert, and kind of talk you through the tutorial that I'm doing, and that works quite nicely for me. It, 1, frees me up having to be on spot all the time, and 2, I love filters. If you're looking at this and you're like, wow, her makeup, her skin looks so smooth, it's a filter. Use your filters. I have a preset filter for my face and my neck and everything. It makes me look good, because 99.9% of the time I have no makeup on. None. So I will do all my recordings, such as I did this one with no makeup. I just threw a top on, pulled my hair up, and then I use my filters. What that's done for me is really freed me up, because I don't feel like I have to get up and put makeup on and everything to look decent for you. I can use my filters. They work quite nicely. And yeah. Also, in the background of your videos, when you are, like if you're doing a talk or something like that, have a few of the things that you work on in that. For example, behind me here, this picture is a digital picture that I did. Is available on ArtPal. I do a lot of digital doodling and things like that while I'm watching TV on my iPad, and then I upload them to OpenSea and ArtPal. You can purchase them for prints or NFTs. This here, that is a wreath that I made on YouTube. It's a tutorial, and it shows you how you can take your flowers that are gifted to you throughout the year or whatever. You have some special flowers, you dry them, you use your wine corks, and you can make a really cool wreath. So these are just a couple examples of the backgrounds you can use when you are doing your content creating shares and such, if you are doing a vocal and you also have other things going on. So for me, and even like this little thing here, see if I can do that. My this is really cool. My son from another mother, my son's bestie growing up, was getting into making these, and I go, oh Josh, I want one, I'll buy it. And he goes, no Mom, I'll send it to you. So eventually I'm going to paint that. I just want to make sure it's exactly in my head how I want to paint it, and that'll be another tutorial share too. And that's a little shout out for Josh. Okay, so these are things to think about. So Facebook is good for creating followers. It's a different kind of followers. I have a creative group on Facebook called Hallie's Creative Group, and then I also have Instagram, TikTok. I use TikTok to kind of test the waters and see if something's going to hit or not, and I use that as a quick upload. And then I have my YouTube is my main thrust. That is my baby. That is what my goal is, to have monetized eventually and up and going. So with that being said, for this time, because I've already talked more than I had planned to, but I wanted to get on here and just share with you some of the little things that I've learned along the way. So one, don't stress, enjoy the process. Don't get caught up in having to make those numbers and everything. It's good to have goals, and it's good to do that, because I do that. You saw what I'll do, I do that. I'm very detail orientated. And I have goals and plans and stuff, but be available to pivot and shift when need be. Because what you're thinking today needs to happen may not need to happen tomorrow. So be open for change. Also, enjoy the process. You don't have to record every single thing that you make. You don't have to make it a tutorial or whatever, or a learning thing every time. You can get on and share verbally wisdom and stuff as well, like just how I'm doing with you right now. So, yeah. So thank you for jumping on Hallie's Creations. I know I rambled on a little bit, but we had a lot of time to catch up on. And until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Check out that new channel, Real Talk with Hallie. And again, I really do appreciate you, because of all the places you could jump onto, you chose to jump on and share your time with me. And I do acknowledge that and appreciate that. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Have a good day and a better tomorrow, as my dad would say. It's my dad. And until next time, peace out. That's for my grands. Bye.